Hello there, friends. How have you been? It's been a hot minute since I have been able to talk to you guys like this, and I usually don't make a video like this, but this is a special occasion. If you haven't noticed, I have been kind of off the grid for a little over a month since my last upload, and that is not intentional whatsoever, and I want to take this time to discuss that. What went wrong with just the whole past month, what I've been doing, and the path forward. Now, this story does have a happy ending, and you will be getting your job videos if that is something you want to know about. If you just want to quickly click off and you don't want to hear the whole story of what's been going on, TLDR, the uploads for the job videos will be continuing tomorrow. What's today's date? Sorry, I'm going off script here. Today's date is the 7th of May. So May 8th, we will be continuing the job video uploads. But okay, I'm gonna go through the story real quick. Sorry if this is kind of like jumpy. I'm recording this just off the cuff, no script. Just gonna be reciting a story to you guys, just to kind of keep you in the loop. So, this all started back at the very end of March. I had spent a good week and a half when I had nothing else to do, doing nothing but prepping the Bravely Default 2 job videos that I hadn't finished. I'd finished about 18 of them before this period, so I only had to do about 6 of them. It's still a lot of work, still took me about a week. Got them all ready to go, had them all set up, and ready to release on a specific schedule, starting on the 23rd of March, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. So, then, I decided to take a step back from YouTube. Just in general, I had been working on the Bravely Default 2 stuff for over a year at that point, and I had other things I wanted to do, both in real life, but also in the form of other projects that I had been alluding to a few times in community posts. And I wanted to kind of work on that and just kind of step away from YouTube. To give you a more accurate example, I have 2 YouTube channels. I have a personal one that is all for my own stuff, and then I have my Jader's YouTube channel, which is where I upload things. And normally, whenever I want to just kind of disconnect from everything, I go over to my personal channel, where I use it to stream to personal friends, silly games, or, watch the YouTube free movies or whatnot, but usually that's wherever I go whenever I just kind of want to take a step back from the projects that I've been working on. And so I kind of just left the Jader's YouTube channel to his own devices because I had set everything up for the past few weeks. And my goal was to take a break, do other things I wanted to do, work on some of the other projects I wanted to work on to a point where I was comfortable to talk about them in a more serious sense, and then I was going to come back. I was going to interact with any of the comments and people that had been talking about stuff in the job videos that had just released over the past few weeks, and then I was going to start talking about what was to come, because I was very, very excited about it. Flash forward to the end of April, last day of April. This was my plan today to come back to the channel and start doing some big announcements. I had everything ready to go, and I was presented with an issue. So when trying to log back into my YouTube account, my Jader's account, my content creation account, I was unable to. I was able to confirm that I wanted to go to that YouTube channel, and there was nothing wrong with the account verification, because I do have 2-factor for that account. But whenever I would swap over, the site for YouTube would just stay buffering. I wouldn't be able to access anything. I wouldn't be able to access my own channel. I wouldn't even be able to play videos on it. And the weird thing is that this wasn't just an issue with the web browser I was using. I had tried 3 different web browsers. I tried Google Chrome, I tried Microsoft Edge, and I had tried Firefox. And all 3 of those were having the same issue. All of them were just buffering. Now, I initially thought it was just an internet issue and that this would blow over. But I have very, very good internet, and it didn't just blow over. This was happening for a few days. Now, in hindsight, what I should have done was ask if any of my other family members or friends had been having the same issue, but I kind of kept this to myself because I was kind of silently panicking about all of this and just wanted it to be fixed. Then, when it was fixed, which was a few days ago, I got onto my account and realized that my auto uploads had been not auto uploading, and so you guys had been sitting with an empty channel for over a month. I don't know how or why that happened, and I have no clue. I contacted YouTube customer support on May 3rd, and as of the time of this recording, I have not heard anything back from them for why that happened, why the buffering, or the fact that my uploads were canceled, and I was kind of hoping to wait for their response before making this video and starting to upload everything again, because I didn't want it to happen again, but I haven't gotten a response, and I'm able to upload things and mess around with things right now, and so I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the initiative and start doing that again. But this time, I'm going to be a lot more active, and I'm going to make sure that everything is manually uploaded from this point onward. I tried to do all of the setup for this, but there must have been something that went wrong either on my end or theirs. Now, I'm not saying that I am absolved of all fault here. I was the one who set this all to go and then just turned my nose up at it for a whole month. There's definitely something I could have done to fix this for sure, but that's the whole reason. If you were wondering why I've disappeared off the face of the earth, it was because I kind of wanted to step back, and I was going to be releasing videos for half of April. That just didn't seem to work. If anyone here has a friend or themselves has had an experience like this with YouTube, I would like to know if you were able to solve it, or if it was just something that kind of fixed itself like it did for me. If you have any information on that, I would like to know so I can avoid it in the future. As kind of a closing note, again, I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to communicate with you guys, and I will do my part to fix that. I will be a lot more vocal, especially since there have been a lot of comments on these videos that have been very heartwarming or have asked questions that I just haven't been able to answer for one of the two previous stated reasons. And I'm going to be spending today to get to those, which is why I'm going to start uploading these things tomorrow, so then I can focus on, those videos' reactions as they come out, rather than kind of overloading myself. So that's the whole gist. There is a good ending to this. Obviously, I've been able to set all this up, but lastly, regarding my other projects, they are going well. I am at a point where I'm ready to start talking about them, but I think I'm gonna let this all resolve itself first before I do anything. However, you might see some shifts in the channel, like the visuals and just kind of the overall look of the channel over the course of these videos being uploaded, because I'm going to be starting to kind of transition into the next, well, not era, but the next phase of this channel's progression. That is gonna be a thing. And then once this is all done, I will make a full upload or community post discussing the next step. So yeah, I'm sorry that I've kind of been off the face of the earth, but here I am, and hopefully everything goes well. I do have a backup plan in case this buffering thing happens again. I don't want to incorporate it because it'll be really confusing for everyone, but I do have a backup plan in case this does happen again. So one way or another, these videos will get to you, and Bravely Default 2 will be closed out for good for you guys. It's been weird because the project's been done for me for over 2 months now, and it just has really sucked to not be able to get you guys these videos out in time. Yeah, let's wrap this up, and I will talk to you guys soon. If you have any questions, or if you have any stories to share about what might be the cause of what I experienced, please let me know. If you have any questions about if you have any further questions about what went on, I can do my best to answer that as well. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the jump videos that are going to be releasing tomorrow. I will be manually uploading them, so while the upload timing might be a little off sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, they will be up. So that's the end of story.